Hello. My daughter would like me to talk about why my arm is restricted like this. It's always bent, and why I can't straighten it. So I'm good on this side, but not the opposite way. It's quite interesting. I was in a serious car accident many years ago, but my entire body was not injured. Not my arm, my leg, my eye, but those were all reactions from a tiny little bleed to the left and center of my brain. So to put it clearly, I have a severe brain injury after I hit my head in the car. You'll hear me yell at my daughter to protect the head because it is so fragile and potentially can do irrevocable damage. There is a lot about the brain we don't know right now, but with AI and the enormous strides that are being made, there is a potential for change. So I named my video Release. And what is release? Release is when we need to let something go. It can be something physical. You can release your hand, which I can do on my left side, because it's not injured. I say injured, but really it's all from the brain. When it met, the one side of the body became paralyzed, basically. Now I got to walking, quite well, but my arm remains restricted like this. Not because I didn't do physiotherapy. I actually did it every single day. My mom was a nurse at the hospital. I was an outpatient therapy, and I was able to get the absolute best. Now I got to walking well, but my arm remains like this. Not but I'll give my theory on why my arm remains like this. My optic nerve in my eye is damaged, connected to the brain. Surgery was unsuccessful. It didn't help, and today I still have double vision. But my guess is then that the brain develops its own permanent safety nets, so to say. And when I walk, the image of the ground splits, and I feel like I'm gonna fall with each step, and I'm gonna fall off the earth, so to say. And that unconscious fear I've built up in my brain causes my arm to retract like it's protecting itself. And I believe it has developed a habit. And because I did physiotherapy would work to loosen my arm for the hour, what, and I had a device to sleep with every single night. I would straighten it, I would rip off because it was painful. But after the session, then anything we may have gained from exercising my arm and helping it would just be erased once I started to walk. But I had to walk. I forced myself to feel my leg every single day, and it's still often it still falls asleep, or goes numb if I sit too long in an awkward position. There are parts that still lack sensation, like my ankle and my calf. So back to release. Sometimes a person needs to let go of something emotionally as well. There can be kind of release to free yourself from tension or anger in the mind. If we keep repeating harmful, negative feelings to ourselves, it can cause headaches, stress, and limit your movement or ability to even hear other perspectives. To change your actions, you have to change your mind. I'm not saying, you know, disregard the words or be delusional like it was never said, but accept it, notice it, don't emotionally react. That is the most important point. But allow the thought to mingle with your brain and decide if it's worth your attention. If the if it's words that were spoken to you, think about the source of the words and if they were being serious or if they were just joking. If it was a parent or a teacher in authority, consider the context and what needs to change or improve. I find it quite easy and comfortable to talk this way on screen. So please leave in the comments if there's anything you'd like more information on. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.